What the ever-loving fuck is happening right now? Silver is shooting up. Bitcoin and crypto are taking a tumble. Trump and Elon are having a rumble. It's been a wild 24 hours, and I woke up to like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? We're going to take a whole bunch of looks of all of that kind of stuff. Gold, silver, platinum analysis, Bitcoin and crypto analysis. We'll talk about ZBCN, some hype, some TOSHI as well. And yeah, just shoot the breeze. I'm still feeling a little bit sick, but I had to do a live today. It's an unscheduled live show. Can you imagine that? But we've got lots to talk about. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, man, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. Jeez, with me, Joe Main, coming to you live on X and on YouTube from Melbourne in Australia. The show is brought to you by Perth Bullion. I can't do it anymore. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, and Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full service cryptocurrency brokerage. Let's do some shout outs, etc. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get you to come over here, and we'll just quickly come over here. Can I get you to give me a big follow on X, please? 3,661 followers would be absolutely fantastic. What I need to do is I need to do my thing where I go like this. Oh, I did copy it. I was smart. I was smart enough to do it, and then I didn't do it. Not May 30th. I need June. I'm going to wait for a few people to come in. What's today? It's Friday, June. It's the last day of the week too. Friday, June the 6th, 2025. I am Joe Main. Who the hell's this random dude on the internet? I have been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, mainly silver, a stacker of crypto since 2013. Bought my first Bitcoin at 128 Australian dollars each. It was like 98 US dollars, something like that. No, I'm not a cajillionaire. We all make our mistakes. And I've worked in the precious metals industry for a very long time as well, serving millions of customers. Millions, I tell you. But do me a favor. Head over to YouTube right now. Not YouTube, to X for me. And I'm just going to do this, right? It's Good Morning Stackers 25. That's what I needed to do. That's what. Now we'll get trending on there as well. So good to see so many of you. Can you also do me a favor and follow me on Facebook as well? Facebook.com/the Joe Main, man. Oh, geez, we didn't even do the synchronized slurp. That's how sick I am. I'm forgetting about it. Grab your tasty beverages, whatever you're drinking right now. Could it be non-fluoridated water? Could it be coffee? Could it be tea? Could it be something a little bit more spicy? I don't know. That is your call. You do you. Freedom of choice, so long as you're not harming anyone else. We do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I've got my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm still coming off the back of something going on again. If you've just joined the show, good morning, stackers. We will be talking about silver shooting up. We'll be talking some Bitcoin and crypto, Trump and Elon. What the major hell is going on there? Very interesting. I have a couple of theories. Let's do some shout outs though, okay? Because really, it's all about the GMS family. Richard Pinn starts off with a super chat. Thanks, dude. $2 from Richard Pinn, GMS. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Pete Repeat, it's been a while. Good to see you, friend. GMS, hope everyone is well. Silver is looking nice. Yeah. Gerald Draper, you got to get in early, my friend. I love it. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of it, but try and keep the crypto stuff. Just post every now and then, please. Not too much in the chat. We don't want to clog it up. Mark Florida, GMS just waving as I pass by. Hey, Mark Florida, good to see you. But I'm trying to adjust my precious metals planning to today's or yesterday's jump in silver. Yeah. GMS says, Metamint, good to see you. GMS, today's going to be interesting. It's a weird day. Just weird in the air. $54.99 Australian dollars for silver. Yes. Good morning, Silveriga. And Tony Peterson. Tony Peterson didn't think she'd be getting a live show today. And Chat Mum is here. Good morning from the chat front. Please hit the like button. Helps me with the algorithm. Thank you very much. Jay, good to see you. Jai, I should say. Not Jay. Everyone does that to you, and I'm so sorry. Jai. G'day, Jai. GMS, all happy days. Have I seen you on the live show before, Jai? Long-time subscriber, first-time participator. Jason Razana. Good morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Synchronized slurp is the way to go. CT from the Lone Star State. is here. Chris Phipps. Where's Chris? Where's Chris Phipps been? Where have you been recently, my friend? From PDX in Portland. And Silent Stacker is here too. Cool. Shall we get into it? Oh my God. Cool. What the ever-loving hell is happening? Let's talk about, we'll start with silver first. Let's go with silver breaking above 35 US dollars. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong, man. Let's take a look at the price of, you don't want to see my face. You already see my face, a face within a face. Let's take a look at silver. Here is silver on the, wow, monthly time frame. Price in USD, $35.67 US cents. We have taken it out. The final boss of $35 has been taken out. Congratulations to all. Welcome, one and all, to the wonderful world of silver. Again, I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010. Here's what I didn't do in the last run. I bought, just out of interest, I bought silver around about here, September of 2010. At around about, it was around about 17 to 18 roughly US dollars. It was around about August, roughly 17 to, no, it wasn't. My apologies. I was looking at it at about 17 to 18 US dollars. It took me a little bit of time to get there. I actually bought at about 24, 25 US dollars, roughly. Anyway, we shot up to $50, previous all-time high in 1980, double top. Since then, I didn't sell basically any of my silver. I just wrote it down, you know, sold little bits here and there to fund things and all that kind of stuff. Now we're back above this key level of 35. We are on the merry way. Now, I did this little very crude drawing here. It's something like that. Silver will do something like this, barring black swan events, barring things that we can't see. So I'm going to give it, you know, a 99.99% guarantee that we are going to see the all-time high of $50 broken. Again, the only asset in all of the world that has never risen above its 1980 price. It's just mental, isn't it? So get to 50, have a little bit of a shakeout. Some people will be calling triple top. It won't be a thing. It'll sail through. And ignore the time frame here. I'm not saying it's going to take until February of 2029 to get to triple-digit silver, but it will get there. Okay, it could take sooner, it could take longer, but that's the general direction. Watch for 50, little bit of consolidation, and then punch through, and then we're in price discovery, and literally sky's the limit. You don't know, as I've been talking about. Of course, 700 US dollars silver for the newbies joining us. Okay, and for the crypto people joining us, if you've joined us right now, you've been watching me on Twitter, on X, and I will be talking about ZBCN today. I'll be talking about some BTC and TOSHI and hype and stuff like that. If you're new to the precious metals world, this is silver, 45-year cup and handle. If you're familiar with what a cup and handle formation is, that is going to do this. It's going to go up and down, blah, 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 up and down, price, it could get as high as 700 US dollars silver. Why is that? Again, not in 5 years, not in 10 years, probably between 10 to 20 years from now, that is a possibility. Why? Well, cup and handle, you do that thing, then you take it to the breakout, and that's at $50 right there. So the breakouts, where are we? 48, $50. Gee, what do you know? It gets out to around about 700 US dollars if the cup and handle plays out fully. There's nothing saying that it won't, because look, you're then in price discovery. You don't know where the world is going. You don't know what can happen from here. There's no prices to go off. I guess what we can do though, and I will show you, and I've showed you many times before, I'll give you this is the big macro Fibonacci that I've been using for a long time. And I will stick with it. And I absolutely believe this is the big one, okay? This is the kind of the roadmap along the way. So from this high of 1980 and this low of the early 90s of $3.50, right, we're going to break through $50 very soon. And then the next major level to watch out for, as you know, I've been talking about, it's around about 75 US dollars. Whatever that is in your foreign currency, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, wherever you are in the world. I don't know, just do the conversion for you. But it's around 75. I think you'll find some resistance. at least some shortish term resistance. Again, this is the monthly time frame, so that resistance can happen, and then last for months and months and months, or even a year or something, right? But I think 75 roughly, because it's the 1.618 from this old high and this old low. Okay, I definitely see that. Okay, and I think many other people believe that will be the case, so therefore they will place their trades accordingly. Therefore, it will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Makes sense? Good. And then the 2.618 after that is at 120. So after we break triple digits, I don't think we stop at 100. I think we at least probably pump up to around about 120. So that's the next stop along the way. And then the next stop along the way after that is about 195 US dollars. You call it psychological value, $200 even. So those are my levels for later on down the track. And I'm just giving you the big macro picture because this is only going to go higher over the longer term. For my wonderful crypto people, crypto's having a bit of a downward movement at the moment. For my crypto people, if you've hated precious metals, it doesn't matter. They don't care. The facts don't care about your feelings, okay? Price doesn't care about where you want things to go. It's going to go where it's going to go. Silver's doing that, okay? And precious metals, platinum as well. Gold has had its bit of its run. Silver's following now. Platinum's following as well. So you may want to consider putting a portion of your crypto winnings, if you've taken any profits, which you should have at this stage, put it into some of it into precious metals. You might even consider precious metals miners, like silver miners, gold miners, things like that. But yeah, watch out for 75, 120, and around about your $200 even, okay? That's the big macro version. Obviously, popping it onto the daily, we just need to see this hold. Like, anything can happen, okay? I did say, and maybe we're not even out of the woods yet, I did say, watch out for a potential liquidity grab, bearish divergence happening. Why did I mention that? Because on the 4-hour time frame, yeah, we're still actually there. So don't be surprised if we don't break through 36 immediately and just head straight to 50 on the very shorter term time frame. And the shorter term time frame doesn't really matter. Dollar cost average, who cares, right? But just out of interest, I did say yesterday, just watch out for this. We have a higher high here. And so far, I don't think I can call this the pivot just yet, but so far potential bearish divergence with a flattening out. So an equal high and a high high, that's bearish divergence. So just watch out for there, okay? This can always fake you out to shake you out, where it grabs the liquidity up here and then it comes back down for a bit. That is a potential possibility. I think it would be very short-lived though. And I do think over the longer term, as I showed you that monthly time frame, silver is all the sound effects today, okay? Excuse me. That's silver. Great to see it above 35. Watch out for that, okay? But looking good over the longer term. Cool. Let's take a look at gold, then we'll do... No, actually, we'll go back to silver. I want to show you very quickly. Silver miners, okay? This might be something that you'd be interested in. This is the silver mining index. So we'll stick with silver-related things just for a second. Silver miners, you buy this on the New York Stock Exchange, okay? And there are platforms in Australia, for example, from my Aussie people, because I'm from Australia, that you can buy stuff on the New York Stock Exchange. You've got Moomoo, for example. You've got Interactive Brokers, for example. There's other platforms you can. But it's looking really good. Again, just watch out for that test right here. I think third time's probably going to be a charm, just probably like with silver with $50. It might come up to here, have a little bit of a retrace, and then go. Once you break out of here, holy moly. Okay? Basically, I would say you've got this little level there, but pretty much new all-time highs coming in silver miners. Okay? And what else do I need to show you? Silver junior miners, just out of interest. Those are the ones that they're like the small caps, okay? They can go really hard. It's had a bit of a run just over the last 24 hours. I'm in SilJ at the moment. I have a little bit of this at the moment, and it's looking great. And look, that's going to break eventually. That's going to break, and then you'll be in price discovery. And I don't know from there. Who the hell knows, right? But it's got a lot of room to move on the RSI as well. This is on the monthly time frame as well. You've got lots of room to move to get into extremely overvalued. Okay, this can pump really hard. That is SilJ, and Individual silver miners, I am in some of them. I won't talk about them. What I'll get you to do, I'm expecting, by the way, in about 20 minutes, the Australian Stock Exchange will open, or I'll start getting the data from it, and you're going to see USL, Unico Silver Limited. It's been closed overnight, obviously. Silver's had a massive run. You're going to see this pump up to a certain level. I don't know where, but it's going to gap up like really quickly. There's some others that we're talking about. I want to give you a, let's see. I'll get you to head over. I won't show it to you now. Head over to ASX Traders YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com, type in ASX, one word, Trader, second word, find his channel. He just did a video on talking about silver, just like I have, and started talking about some of the miners like USL, ARD. There are a couple of other ones as well to look into getting into in terms of silver mining stocks within Australia. So rather than just me parrot some other person's stuff, just go check out ASX Trader, of course, who is obviously the head of Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. So that's silver looking great. Cool. Get your comments in. Tell me, how are you feeling at the moment? I'd like to know, are you feeling a bit euphoric? Are you feeling still trepidatious about silver? How are you feeling? Post a comment below. Here is gold on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 3,360 US dollars, hovering at still the top end of the zag zone right there. Good to see from this high and this low. Broke through, had a fake out. It faked you out to shake you out. Then you found support there. So it's perfect. Like, come up to there, fake some people out, comes back down here, fakes people out on the downside because you have a wick, right? Perfect. And then back above the 0.618, the top end of the zag zone, and we've just been hovering the support. And interestingly, look, and I don't have these drawn in perfectly, so it probably lines up really well. Wick down, support, wick down, support, wick down, support. Right there at 3,360-ish, roughly. That area that I've been talking about. So far, so good. Possible move higher. I'll show you on the 4 hour though. There's one thing I need to show you, which is a potential bearish divergence. I've got to say, in the short term, excuse me, I know I'm sniffling and whatnot, I am still sick. There's a bit of a bearish divergence forming on the 4 hour at least. Again, over the longer term, does it matter? No. Okay, but higher high, lower high on the relative strength index. I would, because it broke back below into the zag zone there, I'd have to say that's a pivot, at least on the 4 hour. So the thing is though, that pivot there, that could be the bearish divergence that's played out from 3,400 down to 3,330-ish, 3,335. That could just be it. So yeah, we could be just rocketing and onwards and upwards from here. I would just caution you here. Obviously, what we don't want to see for gold, if you're bullish on gold, you own gold, you want to keep, want to see it going up. You don't want to see this downtrend line broken. That's basically it. So sure, come back down to here. Sure, that would match up right there, but don't break back into this area. You break back into here. Yeah, not great. And you'd want to see, you don't want to see that cross at that 3,260, as I said. The problem is, though, once you've kind of flirted up with here for a bit, getting back into here, I'd actually probably suggest that's not great, and we head back and we head further down. Okay, let's just remain above here and onwards and upwards we go. Yes, please. Thanks. Say a prayer. That is gold. Gold to silver ratio I'll talk about now because we've just done silver and gold. Gold to silver ratio. Now, see, I could see a situation where gold does actually dip a bit, but silver just stays where it is or even goes higher. Because look at this. Gold to silver ratio absolutely now starting to fall. Okay, we're getting back into, we're not there yet, but we're almost back into the normal range. Okay, we got up to that 106-ish area. I'll pop on all this stuff. It's going to look a little busy, so my apologies. I'll get rid of all of that. Yeah, that one. No, I'll keep that one too. So we're nearly back into the normal range. We're not at the silver's final trapdoor area that I've been talking about for a long time. Silver for me, in order to say it's going to 100% basically, bar black swans and all that crap, continue to outperform gold over the longer term. I personally need to see it break down below 80.5 on the ratio. We're currently at 94. Okay, so a long way to go. We're actually not even yet at the top end of the normal range. And what do I mean by that? That's, you kind of call it between here and here-ish is your top end of your normal range these days. So we break out, we have outlying positions, okay? And now this is kind of more your normal range. We're about to get back into it, okay? So it's not out of the woods yet. We are back into the normal range. So we just got back into it. My apologies. But yeah, I need to see it close through there. And then we'll talk, even lower ratio prices, which is really good for you wonderful silver holders. So break there. Then we'll talk about the final trapdoor right here. That's at 70. Then we'll talk about, maybe even down to 50. And then we'll talk about getting into the sort of the outlier positions. You never know, 1 to 32. Again, that just means as this is going down, silver is killing gold, okay? It's silver's time. It really is, I do believe. Let's see. That is the gold to silver ratio. Let's take a quick look at platinum. I thought this would be a quick show. Probably not going to be. Right. Here is platinum on the weekly time frame, 1,136 US dollars. My last couple of videos, I've been talking about 1,120 US dollars platinum, that is, and I thought we would get to it and maybe find some resistance around there. What have we done so far? I thought we might find some resistance and some potential bearish divergence. I got to tell you that's still technically in play on the daily time frame. If I show you the 4-hour, it's even still technically doable on the 4-hour time frame. So it's great to see us above 1,120. We've broken that massive downtrend line that goes all the way back to 2008. Good to see. Just be wary around here. Okay, again, higher high, lower high, or equal high on the 4-hour time frame, higher high, and potential an equal high or a lower high on the relative strength index. Again, bearish divergence. None of this is confirmed, by the way. What will just absolutely say, yeah, no, that's not happening at all, is literally just pumping. And as long as this right here pumps higher than this, okay, before the big pivot, we're looking good, okay? As long as you close anywhere above that line, okay, that's just saying, okay, continuation of the trend. Nothing saying it's going to stop. It's just if you have a big pivot here, if you head back down into here, this kind of area here back to that 1100, and this sort of tops out there or below, that's a bearish divergence, and then you could see some, potential lower prices coming. Again, over the longer term, don't stress about it. Platinum's going to, much higher from here. Silver's going, platinum will follow. It's all good. Just, short term, just watch out for that. Okay. Let's see. That is platinum. Do I have any? What's SBSW doing? SBSW is a platinum miner. Okay, this is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It's Sibanye-Stillwater. So that's doing very well. Okay, doing great. That's a lot of lines, a lot of stuff going on here, but it's doing really well. Okay, so it's broken out of its $5.90 area. Can you see that? Out of that blue line, it's broken out of there, and that's looking very good. Let me get rid of a few things. Fibonacci, no, I'll keep you. Get rid of you, and whatever. Looking good. Okay, on the monthly time frame, it's looking like it wants to make a move up to around here-ish. That's not it. Around here-ish. Okay. So watch out for Sibanye-Stillwater. Okay. You've got... I think it's probably an 80% move to the trapped money all the way up here. So I think we probably we'll make it into the zag zone. You might find some resistance at around about $9.60 US, but I think you'll probably get to $11.60 at least that you'll just be butting up against. You'll be going to war with the buyers up here. Don't forget it made basically a double top as such, and some people went, I'm going to scoop the dip up right here. And then they went, here we go. It's I'm so smart. And then they've ridden all the way down. So therefore, they get to back here, and it's been 4 years. It might be, just nearly 4 years by the time they've broken even, some of those people are going to go, I hate this game. This share trading thing sucks. Precious metal sucks. I'm getting out. So that's why you'll see some selling around about that $11.60. If you can break up through there, you're looking really good for Sibanye-Stillwater. Probably over the longer term, over the next few years, probably going higher. Don't quote me on that, but probably going to break an all-time high. Just watch out if you're trading this, though. Watch out for that $11.60 area. Cool. That's Sibanye-Stillwater. Anything else platinum related? You've got Chalice Mining. Needs to get over about $1.70 to start talking turkey. I am in it, and I have been in it for a little while. It's still underneath my buy-in price. I think it's at about $1.50, roughly like that. Something like that, or maybe close to $1.70. But yeah, I'm bullish on it for long term. That's a platinum play. You also have Zim, which is Zimplatz. Okay, it's the kind of the little sister of, I forgot the name of it, but it is the big South African miner, and this is like its little Australian subsidiary. But Zimplatz will probably open today quite well, I'd imagine. Let's find out, but that's a platinum miners play on the Australian Stock Exchange. Cool. I don't think there's anything else I want to show you from that side of things. No, there is not. Cool. Excuse me, my funky people. Do you want to buy gold or silver? I think you probably do. So if you do want to buy physical silver, now this is different to buying, obviously, shares and mining stocks and all that stuff. Excuse me, as I cough up a lung. We're all about stacking here. It's called Good Morning Stackers. We stack physical silver. We stack physical metals, bars, coins, etc. Bullion. If you want to buy bullion, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au is the best bullion dealer in all of Australia. You know that. I know that. All my subscribers have known that for the last year since they've been in business, and since the last year that Perth Bullion Exchange has been one of my brand sponsors. Why? They price match. Find one of their products cheaper anywhere else at any of the major bullion dealers. A couple of caveats have got to, it's got to be in stock. It's going to be blah, blah, blah. They'll price match it. Okay, no other bullion business in Australia actually has price matching as part of their actual official business policy, and they give you free shipping. No other bullion dealer gives you free shipping. You deserve free shipping. If you spend $10,000 with another bullion dealer and you still have to pay shipping. Now I get it's the percent. I have to pay $20 shipping even though I spent $10,000 on gold. Yes, it's a very small portion. I get that psychology. Like, it's only an extra $20 when I've spent 10 grand. But come on, what? You just spent 10 grand. You can't get free shipping. So Perth Bullion Exchange gives you free shipping when you have 20 or more items in your shopping cart. So you could spend $10,000 and still not get free shipping with Perth Bullion Exchange, but it's really easy just to up your quantity of certain things and just get free shipping. For example, if you wanted to buy gold, right? You want to buy about $10,000 worth of gold, okay, from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, but you're like, well, I think I want free shipping. You know what? I'm just going to get a little bit of silver and, increase my quantity to 20 or more items in the shopping cart, so you could buy the cheapest thing on the website, which at the moment I think is half-ounce silver coins. Sometimes they have 1/10-ounce silver coins, which are like $8 something each, right? So as long as you have, again, 20 or more items in the shopping cart, no matter whether it's a bunch of a couple of gold ounces, and a bunch of silver things, whatever, 20 or more items, it's free shipping Australia-wide. And the question you might be asking yourself is, oh, hang on, does that mean I can buy kilo bars of silver and get them shipped for free? Yes, because you just buy, your few kilos of silver. What's that? That's like nearly $5,000 that's over $5,000 for like 3 kilos of silver. Just have 17 more items, whatever it is, in your shopping cart, and then the free shipping option comes up. No other bullion dealer in Australia does it. Come on, man. perthbullion.com.au. And speaking of ASX Trader, as I did before, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. If you want to learn to be a better investor, of course you do. That's called a leading question in the sales game. Do you want to be a better investor? Can you handle additional business, right? Do their 10-week foundational course, okay? Learn about Dow theory principles and technical analysis foundations. Why not, okay? Why not? Makes you a better investor. Or do their year-long comprehensive course. That's if you want to be like a full-on trader. If you don't want to do a course, you couldn't be bothered, you don't have the time, at least be part of their community, because I can tell you right now, I've learned so much, and I haven't even started one of their courses yet, which I plan to do. Okay, I've already learned about, more about bullish and bearish divergences, about this, that, of changes of market structure. It's just mental, okay? And what you get, you can join for free. You get their free stuff. It's not a lot that goes on there. It's the back end stuff, okay? It's the backstage pass, the monthly subscription that you pay for that gets you the bi-weekly educator calls with ASX Trader, with Craig Tapping, Craig Dixon, Tung for macro stuff, all the live trading floor, the general chat, the members charts, the whole thing is amazing. Mastering the Markets Academy, academy.masteringthemarkets.com. I'll put a link below to the sign up page. Cool. Let's go back to here and do some comments, and then we'll get to Bitcoin and crypto, etc. Great to see so many people watching. To my people watching on X, we will be talking about crypto in just a few moments. I'm just going to get a couple more shout outs here, do some comments, because we've just been talking about that whole precious metals thing, okay? And you really should, my crypto people should be in precious metals as well. Yeah, Joe's prediction. Don't know. We'll go back and just see. Let's see today. There's a lot of comments here. It's great to see so many people. Free Skies, g'day. Been watching your show for a while now. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. And Jai says, been watching for a while now too. Interesting. That's so good. Been watching for a while, and then, stuff happens with the world and people start, coming out of the woodwork a little bit. It's good to see. Great to see you guys participating on the channel. And I love the fact that we're all very welcoming here. Yes, welcome, Jai, and welcome to Free Skies as well. As you know, comments become in thick and fast these days. I can't do everyone's comments. I do give precedence to super chats, of course. So if you want to give me a super chat, I will take a look at it. Of course, silver for the win. I do agree. You're still awake, Neil? Yes. Oh, you did a live show, Neil. Good to see, mate. I'll let you get. You should get to bed soon. Looking like the silver pump is still holding. Yeah. Just watch out. Hey, Joe. Any thoughts? Possible people selling off gold to buy silver. Ooh. Due to the gigantic gold discovery in China. I was not aware of the gigantic gold discovery. Oh, no, there was a gigantic gold discovery in China. It was a while ago. We talked about that, I think. No, I don't think that matters too much. I think the price dictates what people do. So if people are seeing silver going through the roof, if people are watching the gold to silver ratio dropping, yeah, they might swap their gold for silver, but yeah, I don't think it'll have a massive difference. The gigantic gold discovery in China, I don't think it'll have a massive difference in the price, or at least people swapping from gold to silver. That's my short answer. I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Would love to see a small silver pullback and would love to get a bit more. Wouldn't we all? Just to cost average, knackers. Best way to do it. Let's see. I appreciate you doing the show today, Joe. I really wanted to. I couldn't not do it today because, again, there's other stuff going on. We'll talk about the Trump Elon thing as well. What the hell is going on in the world? A bit excited, to be honest, if it hits. So I asked people, how are you feeling? If it hits $700, you predict in, I didn't say I predicted it in 15 years. To be honest, if it hits the $700 you predict in 15 years, I didn't say 15 years, but I'll be able to retire early. Between 10 to 20, probably not before. And this was my time frame wasn't my prediction. The wonderful ASX trader who I had a good chat with, I said, I'm seeing this cup and handle formation go out to like $700 US. As an amateur, what do you see on that? And he goes, yeah, that can happen. It just probably won't happen, in the kind of shorter term timeframes that people think it will. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, of course, right? So $700 silver, really doable, totally doable. It's just the completion of that cup and handle over 45 years. It just takes a long time. So ASX trader was like, it's not going to happen in like 3 to 5 years, more like between 10 to 20 years. So no one said 15 years exactly, but between 10 to 20, could be 20 years, could be 10 years, could be 15, you don't know. But yeah, you'll be able to retire early. Good on you. Fantastic. Many others will be too. Chris King, SBSW, enjoying this platinum run. Yes. If silver was 700, yes. See, that's the other thing. Correct. Just because the price of something is higher, what is the price of other goods and services in that society at the same time? Okay, so silver could be $700, but what is the price of a loaf of bread? What is the price of a liter of milk? Are we in a hyperinflationary scenario where it's just kind of evening out? But having said that, and I've said this to thousands of customers in my time when I worked in the bullion industry, over the counter, on the phone, email, etc. It sounds terrible to say, but you might be, being in precious metals, you might be in a hyperinflationary scenario, again, where silver's $700, $1,000, $10,000 an ounce. A loaf of bread could be $1,000, but you're still, unfortunately, but fortunately, relatively wealthy and wealthier versus everyone else who didn't buy precious metals, who didn't buy things that were keeping up with inflation, who are spending $1,000 on a loaf of bread, but they don't have assets that have risen to match that. Yeah, that's why precious metals is a place to be. A place to be. Not the place to be always, but a place to be. If you multiply paper shorts into one physical, oh yeah, right, $20,000 an ounce. Oof, mama. What is the correct spelling of ounce? It always bugs me. OUNCE is the way to spell it. Let's see. Onza, shortened to Oz. Oh, okay. Let's see. Can't get through all the comments here. Excuse me. We've got to talk about Trump and Elon. We've got to go to Bitcoin and crypto too. The meme is already out of the ticker. Okay, please hit the like for Joe. Yes, please. Cool. I want to talk. I'm going to share the screen again. And I want to talk about this Trump-Elon thing. Then we're going to get to Bitcoin and crypto just very quickly because I did share. I did tell you I would share the screen. Okay, here's my X feed right here. Okay, I'm live on X right now. And what the blazes? Let me see any notifications going on. Yeah, cool. I don't know why everyone seems, I don't know what anyone's doing. This is really weird. Some people, just out of interest, some people have been commenting under a post I did on an Elon Musk tweet 5 years ago. And I don't know why it's just all of a sudden happened. Okay. So back in 2020, Bitcoin is my safe word. I said back in there, I predict a crash. And then I'd said in 2020, 300,000 Bitcoin by end of 2021. Yeah, no, I was wrong. Duh, right? Did I believe it at the time? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Don't remember what I thought back then. But, and some people are commenting on it right now. But anyway, that's not what I was here to talk about. Elon Musk, though, look at this. What the blazes is going on? Trump and Elon Musk. Okay, let's quickly talk about this. There is something weird going on there. Having some kind of rumble at the moment. He's even gone as far as to say right here, where are we? Something about the Epstein files. Here we go. Look at this. Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. He said, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. So Elon, Trump has said Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his electric vehicle mandate, and that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. And he's just gone crazy. Okay, so there seems to be a bit of a stoush going on, a bit of a rumble. I don't know why. No one knows why exactly. But he's really hitting hard, and they're hitting hard at each other. But he's gone as hard as to go look at the Epstein files and all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah. So I don't know what's going on. It seems to be mainly to do with the tariffs and the spending cuts and all that kind of stuff. So no one knows exactly. And he said right here, Trump, the Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. So it's mainly coming down to the deficit spending, the big, beautiful bill, okay, which looks like it might be passing. Okay, Elon's not happy with that. Apparently they're stoushing. Okay, look at this. He's doing more Jeffrey Epstein stuff. So they're really going at each other. And I just have to wonder Why? And Elon's asked, is it time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle? I haven't, I'm just going to say no, and let's see what happens. Yeah, yes, 81%. Okay, sure. Oh, isn't that interesting? 80 representing the 80% in the middle, and 81% of people have said yes. So I don't know what's going on. I have three main theories. So I'm going to go back here very quickly. I want to hear your opinion on this, and I know Jason Ashworth is going to have something to say about Trump and Epstein probably. Let me go back to, I'm just going to do the camera for now. No, actually, I'll go back to here. So here's my opinion. I don't know what's going on with this Trump and Elon thing. Give me your opinions below, and I'll read your comments. Then we're going to talk about Bitcoin and crypto, ZCBN, etc. So it's one of, what's happening with Trump and Elon right now is one of two main things, and it's then the second part has two parts within it, so like an umbrella. So it's one of two main things. Okay, number one, this stoush is natural and it's genuine. It's happened because there's been some real feelings. There's been some real. They came together. They look like they had a big friendship going on, and then it's just something's happened. He's not happy the way, someone's not happy with someone, and it's all natural, okay? So that's number one. It's just a natural occurring thing. It's genuine, and they're really having this stoush. So, and it came about in a natural way. So that's number one. Number two, it's unnatural, okay? It is some kind of plan. I don't know where I sit. I'm right on the fence of whether it's natural or unnatural. I can see the case for being unnatural. So if it's because there's two parts of the unnatural thing, I actually probably have to weight it 2-to-1 odds that it's an unnatural, that's some kind of planned stoush between the two. Okay, they're going back and forth about stuff. I could be wrong. It could be just on balance of probability, because there's two possibilities of unnatural versus one possibility of natural. I'm going to lean towards unnatural. So within the unnatural umbrella, here's what it could potentially be. I'm just spitballing. We're just having fun here, right? So number one, it could be that it is planned by Elon, a previously left-leaning person, to come in and, could be all a big plan on the left to get in and infiltrate the Republican side of things, get the Republicans on side, and then eventually, pull the rug out. Okay, so that's the number one. It could be a full-on left-leaning plan to get within the administration and then just screw it up. I don't know about that. I mean, Elon really pushed before to get Trump in. Okay, so he did really help him get in. Probably one of the big major reasons he got in. Okay, so it could be, again, a planned thing by the left or by a faction of the left to really hamper the Trump administration. But again, on the flip side of that, Elon wouldn't have come out for Trump in the first place, before he got in. So the other one is that it could be that this is a fake stoush between the two of them for a different reason. They're putting it on purpose. They're doing it. They've planned it between themselves to feel like, to pretend that they're breaking up with each other for some kind of reason that we don't know. And it could be as a distraction for something much larger going on under the surface, to create a whole bunch of news so that while everyone's looking over here and talking about this, something else is going on underneath. Watch the hand, watch the magician hand, right? And I honestly don't know, out of those three, natural, unnatural left-leaning plan, unnatural Trump and Elon, good guy white hat plan, I don't know which it is. So post your comments below and let me know. I don't know. I'm genuinely like, I don't know if it's weird. Okay, just all of a sudden, right? Anyway, I'll do some quick. I do know you too well, Jason Ashworth, and then we'll get to Bitcoin and crypto. Jason Ashworth says, well, that was known about Epstein for a long time. Yes, people just didn't want to know about it. We all knew about it. Why do you think he didn't want the Epstein files released? No, we actually all knew. This is the funny thing, Jason. Jason is our token left-leaning. You wouldn't call him a a lefty. He's your token sort of classic liberal, I would say, which we love them. They're great people too. But what most people don't understand about conservative people and Trump supporters is we knew this stuff already. We already knew. We've known for years that Trump was listed on the plane rides. Okay, we've seen the footage of him partying with Trump. Partying with Epstein. We've seen the photos, we've seen the video, all this stuff, coming him, dancing with Thinger and all that. We've seen all of that, all that before. But there's still absolutely zero evidence, okay, that Trump ever visited the island, that he ever did anything, okay? There's zero, and there's actually proof that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, and apparently, because he just banned him. He wasn't friends with them anymore. For a little bit, he was friends, and then wasn't friends with them anymore. Why? Kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. Why would that be? Okay, so I don't believe that necessarily means that Trump did bad stuff. Am I saying he didn't? No, I don't have a crystal. I don't have I can't read minds and all that stuff, but I don't believe so. Let's see. Let's see now. Comments. The big, beautiful bill has cuts to his subsidies of businesses. That's all it is. As always about money. Are you talking about Elon? So the big, beautiful bill has cuts to his EV mandate subsidies of his businesses. Okay. And that's all it is. Always about money. Could be. Well done, ladder, good deduction. Or it's just simple money. Yeah, at the end of the day, usually follow the money, and that's what it could be about. No dollars have no concept of money like average blokes. Yeah, release the Epstein files then. I agree. They should be. It certainly is a stage. I do agree. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto. Cool. I'm going to take you over to, not that one. No, that's the one I wanted to take you to. Yes, I did. This is the one. This is the one. Let's go to Bitcoin crypto. We'll talk about ZBCN. We'll talk about everything else we need to then. I really didn't think this would be a long show, but turns out it is. You're watching Good Morning Stackers, the weekdaily, not the weekdaily live show. The show that we stack everything, and then I do a couple of live shows per week, and you get standalone videos as well. 5 days a week you get standalone videos or live shows. Cool. Here is Bitcoin and crypto on the daily time frame, priced in USD. Bitcoin $101,340 US dollars. Had a bit of a dip, and it's continuing to do so, and I will continue to say that it will continue to do so. That's all you really need to know. We are in a head and shoulders pattern, and that's going to play out probably to at least down to this uptrend line. And you remember I said yesterday that kind of $98,000 area I posited yesterday is $98,000 Bitcoin a bargain? Is that a bargain for you? Around about 98, 97, 96? Is that a bargain for you? Would you be scooping it up down here? I tell you now, Bitcoin wants to be doing that. Now, this is classic head and shoulders right there. Left shoulder, excuse me, head, right shoulder, break the neckline, and we have technically broken the neckline. Unless we bounce up right from here, and this is a hidden bullish divergence, unless we do that very quickly, this is heading down further. Okay, you can see all the lines here. It's getting a little bit ridiculous, but we're heading down to this area here. Bare minimum, I'm suggesting 97,000 US dollars. That's the uptrend line from the previous all-time high. It has been respecting it. It needs to respect it once more. And if it doesn't respect it, ooh. And as we've been saying, we'll give it, I technically give it anywhere down to that $89,000 area, because that is the zag zone from this low and this high. That is the expected support area that you can get in and be in, and that's fine. Okay. Big move from 75, 112,000. Find support anywhere in the zag zone, and you're cool. Okay, no problem. I would just give weight. Really want to give weight to. Really want to give weight to that 97,000 area, and really here at that 93,400. area right there, which is the trapped money right there. It's the 0.5 Fibonacci. Buyers were in here. Buyers stepped in here again. If they don't step in here, you ask the question, why aren't they stepping in here? Okay, why did they do it here? Why did they do it here? Why aren't they doing it here? You cross through there. Yeah, I'll give you there. Max pain, sure. Freak the ever-loving SHIT out of everyone, fine. Okay, but really, let's not step below 93,400. But you're getting a test. I'm almost going to give you I'll give you a 90% guarantee. We're getting a test of about $97,000. Cool. Are you a buyer there? Let me know. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at others, the altcoin market. Then we'll take a look at ZCBN, I think Hype, and another one, I think I said TOSHI, something like that. We'll take a quick look. Here is the altcoin market. Altcoins minus the top 10. And a second test of this downtrend line. That better hold or else down we go. And the only thing I would say on the 4-hour time frame, you do have, like it's not even there yet, but you do have a lower low and a higher low on the relative strength index. Lower low, but we don't know if that's the pivot, right? With that would have to turn around pretty quickly in order to say, oh, that was the pivot, that's the low, and that's a higher low. Okay, forming a only potential bullish divergence, regular bullish divergence. Okay, so what I need to see is this downtrend line not broken. You break that downtrend line, bad news bears, and then down we go, and I don't know how low it can go. No idea. Okay, that would be not good news for the crypto market in general. So this is kind of like your last ditch effort here for crypto. It has to remain above that downtrend line, and that's sitting at anywhere. Sorry, a lot of lines going on. 230, 225 billion. Yeah, you don't want. What you want to see is a bounce off there. That forms that lower low, and you want to see that bounce off, get back above 240 billion. You do that. That's the lower low. That's the higher low, or the flattening out low, right? That's get off. That's bullish divergence, and that could actually send it back up. Get across 80 billion. Sorry, it's really detailed and it's really annoying. Let me get rid of that. Get across 280 billion, and then we'll talk about higher prices and a potential altcoin season for 2025. We are not there at the moment. Cool. That's why I am out of crypto at the moment. Okay, but the thing is though, you might think this is the absolute best time to buy, and you could absolutely be correct. And I'm not joking there, because we just don't know, right? Let's take a look at ZBCN. I did ask you guys, did you take profits on ZBCN? Okay, Zebec network. We're right here, right now. I did say to you, and again, we could be rocketing onwards and upwards from here. Okay, this could be a bullish divergence. Look at this. Potential, lower. That could be a bullish divergence right there. We do have what looks like to be a potential head and shoulders playing out. Okay, I did say from around about here, right here, when we got to that 0.000, right at the top, I said, watch out for a bearish divergence. Higher high, lower high on the relative strength index. I said then, after that, I said, that's a double top, because now you've got another equal high and a lower high. I said lower prices are coming, and I did say watch out for anywhere down to 0.000315, which happens to be the previous, excuse me, don't mean to give you vertigo, the previous all-time high here. So I still think we head down to at least 0.0032-ish, okay? But we have seen some lower moves. Did you take profits along the way? You should be. Are you 400% up and you haven't taken profits? You need to take some profits. Are you 100% up on your initial investment, wherever that was? Did you recoup your initial investment at least, and now you're just riding the gravy train? Okay? Because it is not guaranteed that we head onwards and upwards from here. You might be full bull on ZCBN. You might be a ZCBN Zebec Network fanboy. Love you guys. Compliment. Okay? Fanboy's a compliment. But you just can't be guaranteed. You can always take some profits and then just wait, and then if it gets back through the all-time high, you can buy back again. What difference does it make, right? Okay. So that's what I would just caution you for. I would suggest here, if we haven't actually technically confirmed a head and shoulders pattern yet because we haven't broken the neckline. So that's a good positive for ZBCN, sorry. I would say if you break through 0.00395, then yeah, that's a confirmation of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, break of the neckline, and then we'd be heading down at least to there. And you don't want to see 0.00315 broken. But that could be bullish divergence. So what would negate my heading down further feeling at this stage? Breaking above right here, I would suggest at the 0.0056 line, that previous resistance. You break there. Oh, okay. Looks like we're just onwards and upwards we go. That probably means general crypto is going up at the same time. I don't think ZBCN is going to be a massive outlier. It has recently been an outlier when other things were going down, but I think it's had its major kind of first hurrah move. Okay, so let me get rid of all that for you. Right there. You can see it has been in extremely overvalued. Okay, we're extremely overvalued already. So yeah, hold that 0.0004 level, and sure, you can move onwards and upwards. Just make sure you take some profits along the way, people. You can always get back in if you need to. That is ZBCN. Take a look at my old mate TOSHI, just out of interest. Here is TOSHI on the 4-hour time frame, priced in USD 00048. It is a meme coin. It's the meme coin of Base Chain. If you are bullish on Base, owned by Coinbase, okay, run by CEO Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong has a cat named TOSHI, and then some bright spark a couple of years ago created a meme coin named TOSHI, and then it got listed on Coinbase. Right? To the moon, Alice, and then this huge consolidation. Okay, so far we've found support at the previous resistance. Okay, that's good. If I do some quick fib stuff, where have we come down to? Excuse me, from this low and this high, we have not great. I'm going to tell you that's not good. We've broken down through the zag zone, which is, I'll get rid of you. We've broken through the longer-term zag zone, which is between the 0.618 and the 0.382. So we're now broken down through there. That's not great, okay, I'll tell you for TOSHI. In the short term, yeah, see, that low and that high, not great. Now, again, I am using the Coinbase chart. I'm not using the DEX screener chart, which has a lot larger history. But if a lot of people are trading this on Coinbase, they probably are using the Coinbase chart. So you never know, this could be the default chart that people like to use now. I don't like the fact that it's broken down through here. And I have to say, probably heading lower from here, unless you do head quickly back up into here. And of course, you need to break through that, as we've been talking about, that 0.0007 area. Then we'll talk Turkey. But I'm expecting potential lower prices for TOSHI. Are you going to scoop them up? The thing I will say on the positive side, just like ZBCN, you have a potential bullish divergence playing out. It's only potential, right? The pivot's not in. Excuse me. Lower low on the dirty fiat dollar price, and higher low potentially on the relative strength index. Okay, what's the OBV doing? Will it tell me what it's doing? OBV up, and what's OBV telling me? What's the volume like? Give me a moment. Let me get rid of that for you, and let me move that up for you. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the on-balance volume is moving a little bit higher as well. Okay, there's potential bearish divergence on both of those. Okay, so again, markets love to fake you out to shake you out. Okay, Bitcoin heading down to that $97,000 area could be the final shakeout. Very normal retracement, okay, after a big high. So crypto in general could be doing the same thing. So I'm not saying it's down and out for TOSHI and down and out for crypto in general. I just can't get back in personally until I see confirmations either way. Okay, but watch out for that potential bullish divergence. So that's the bull case for TOSHI at around about here. Should you be buying now? I don't know. You do you. If you're bullish on crypto and bullish on meme coins in particular, you've got to be bullish on TOSHI because they have an amazing community. So you might be dollar cost averaging into this. I don't know. Let me know in the comments and the replies. Do I have, give me a second, do I have any other things that I mentioned? Silver, ZBCN, TOSHI. Oh, I did mention hype, didn't I? Okay, I've got to talk about hype because I did mention it. It has been holding up really well against Bitcoin. It's been one of the ones that has great relative strength. Okay. Here is hype on the 4-hour time frame, price in USD, $34. Man. Okay, let me get rid of you. And where are we sitting? From this low and this high. Will I take it from there? No, I'm going to take it from the weekly out of interest. Give me one moment. All right, I'm now going to take it from the weekly time frame, just for S&Gs. So I'm going to take it from this low and this high. Okay, we're actually finding support around the 0.236, which is quite bullish. Okay, it's not having as big a down days as everything else is. With hype, if you are going to see some major price dropping, you would want to see it go no lower than in here. Okay, you'd want to see it bounce off the Zag zone and the top end of the Zag zone preferably. And that would be bouncing off here. We've talked about it before. There's a lot of confluence there at that $28.20 mark. So watch $28.20 because we did some confluence of Fibonacci lines and we did talk about that previously. Okay, so big level to watch out for, previous level of resistance, obviously. So major level, $28.20 US cents, call it 28 even. Cool. That's where you want to see it bounce off. If you want to see it continue onwards and upwards, you can get anywhere down into here. That's fine. They can freak you out down here, max pain. Everyone goes, oh no, it's over. It's just coming down to previous support. Okay, at $21, and that freaks everyone out, and then they fake you out to shake you out. Cool. Fine down to there, but if you crack through $21, not good. And obviously, if you want to see hype go hyper, then hey, let's remain at that $32.50 area, and fine, that's a really bullish. Okay, that's hyper liquid hype. Are you in it? Let me know. If you are in crypto and you want to, if you are not in crypto and you want to be in crypto, or if you are in crypto and you're doing it yourself and you don't want to do it yourself anymore, I would really highly recommend going to Stormrake, stormrake.com. Why? They're a full service cryptocurrency brokerage. They're my new brand partner. Okay, if you go to stormrake.com, you really want to sign up with my with a link that I have for you because it gets you 33% off lifetime discount off the brokerage fees. What's a cryptocurrency brokerage? It's just like a share brokerage, right? You want to buy shares, you don't want to do it yourself. Okay, you call your broker. Back in the 80s, you called your stockbroker, right? They're a crypto broker, exact same thing. Give them a call, send them an email, and say, hey, I want to buy $10,000 of Bitcoin. And then they do it all for you. They charge you a fee for it, but that's because they're doing it all for you. It is a full end-to-end cryptocurrency brokerage. Okay, they'll even send it to your address if you want it sent to you. They'll help you with cold wallets and hot wallets and hardware wallets, all that kind of stuff. Full service. Okay, and of course they're going to charge you money for it. But if you sign up with my link, you get 33% off. It's completely tailored to you. And I was going to do this last time, and I'll do it there. That's better, so you can see all the stuff here. Okay, trade with confidence. You get the best prices as well. They don't just work with one platform where you're getting, suck it in with the prices. You can buy and sell swap crypto with access to the best pricing available, no hidden fees and no surprises. Okay, they are Australian owned and operated, but they're starting to get big into the US as well. They're tapping into the US market too, so they're getting even bigger. Okay, they work with a wide network of partners to give you the best service and opportunities in the market. I absolutely do agree. I'm actually going to be talking to Bisha, one of the heads of Stormrake, next week on the show. We'll be talking about what his Bitcoin predictions are. Safe and secure, robust digital asset custody using cold storage as well. So if you just want someone else to do it completely for you, or if you want the middleman, they do the buying and then they send it to you, they'll do it that way too. So anyway, that is Stormrake, stormrake.com. And really, if you want to join with them, you really want to do it with my link below. So that's bit.ly/GMS Stormrake. So 33% off for life, the life of the account, okay, off the brokerage fees, okay? So that's going to save you a bunch of money over time. Please send this link, please send this video, please send all this to anyone that you think might be wanting to get into crypto, but they don't want to do it themselves. Is it your mum and dad? Is it young people who don't want to do it themselves? They don't have enough time. Maybe you don't have enough time. Use my link. Stormrake.com. Crypto portion done. Final comments, and then we shall get out of here. Grab your tasty beverages because we will do a final synchronized slurp very, very soon. Final comments, and we shall get out. Gerald Draper says, Coinbase, what? Coinbase just got hacked again, this time only, 400 million. Alrighty, hang on a second. There. Okay, give me a sec. Coinbase hacked. Let's have a look. That's May 21st. Coinbase hack. Coinbase hack. Recovery. News. The Coinbase 400 million hack. Oh, wasn't this before? Isn't this just news on the one that happened before? Tied to an India-based employee snapping screen pics. Really? Let's take a quick look here. Is there any news? Since the Coinbase hack being getting an increasing number of scam attempts. No, I think this is the previous one. So it's just extra news on that one. Okay. Yeah. Can't see any news. Coinbase MetaMask. Yeah. Don't type that into X. Coinbase MetaMask. You just get spammers. Okay. A $400 million Coinbase hack from an employee snapping photos of a screen. Your crypto shouldn't hinge on someone else's office security. That's why Stormrake is an amazing... I'm going to come back to it. That's why Stormrake is an amazing... if you don't want to do it yourself, go to Stormrake. Fully secure cold wallet storage. But even then, if you want to buy, they'll do all the buying, get the best prices for you, but then they'll just send it to whatever wallet you want. Okay, so you can still have your own full custody of your Bitcoin, of your crypto, except you don't have to worry about exchanges and this and all that. Stormrake.com. Use that link. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's get spammed on this. My laptop is going to go completely slow in a second. Coinbase hack. Coinbase massive data breach was reportedly linked to an outsourcing firm operating in India. An India-based employee of the US outsourcing firm tasked us took photos of her work computer with her personal phone, but was caught. What's this got to do with Coinbase hack? The woman allegedly had been paid. Oh, the woman had allegedly been paid by hackers to pass along Coinbase customer information and had a suspected accomplice. I think this is based on the previous Coinbase hack. I don't know if Coinbase has been hacked again. Okay, so I am unsure. No, still going. Yeah. Still going. And then, I'm about to finish up though. So let's do some final comments and we'll get out of here. Is anyone on the show I can follow to view more investment options, please? Joe is awesome, always great value. Is there anyone on the show I can follow to view more investment content, please? Long-term holder of... Okay, we're getting very spammy here, Gerald. Can you hold off on the crypto spam, please? No dollars, I have no concept of we've got back to there. Final comments. Gotta run. See you later. Pete, repeat. Love your work, my friend. Anyone following the Bank of International Settlements or IMF? No. While we witness under cloak and dagger behind the curtain under false pretenses, I will not blink or look away. Thought I would buy back, plus I am down 1 million. ZBCN. Fair enough. Final comments and we'll get out of here. Yeah. I'm out of here, people. Ladies and gentlemen, you have watched Good Morning Stackers, a surprise live today. Had to talk about a bunch of different things. Grab your tasty beverages because we will do the final synchronized slurp, and we also dance it out once again. Brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, Mastering the Markets, and Storm Rake. What are you drinking? I don't care what it is, as long as you slurp it synchronously with me. It is the synchronized slurp, the slurp heard around the world, because, ladies and gentlemen, you have watched.
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
Synchronize. Slurp.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move. Good morning.
Thanks for watching, people. Love your work. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you the live show on Tuesday, but you'll get more content on Monday. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I'll see you then. Have a great weekend.